So, Caddy was like, yeah, I'm questioning your motives, girl. Himiko is like, hey, I gotta tell you something. And I'm thinking that she's gonna tell about, like, alternate personality that she got when she gained the power. But no, that's just part of her. That's a rather surprising turn that he... Take some time to process his role in all of this. That feels like a bit of a splinter off from everything they've been doing to try and find the initiative in the Wings of Eden. But you know what? If it works, it works. Here we go. But still, this is Himiko's... This whole game has been Himiko's villain arc. Like, all of her flaws have been on full display and have only gotten worse. This is it. I calmly walked up to the warehouse, and once again her soldiers took me straight to her. It's time to settle this. I've returned, Mother. Himiko, what are you doing out of school? Don't you have classes today? Have you finally come to a decision? You wish to join the Wings of Eden and fight for justice. I do. Well, here we go. I'm glad to hear it. I know you'd understand. I have questions that I want answered first. Of course, I'll help in any way I can. Sume Kiyoshi, why did you contact her? And why did you grant her the same power as me? Oh, that's right. I heard that you two came into a clash last week. It's a shame, really. We were hoping that she might be able to help our cause, but we haven't heard back from her. You asked her to spy on Yoshino High School. Why? Our influence spreads far and wide, Himiko. There's much more to this operation than you would know. That's about to change, isn't it? We'll be working together on it. What did you see in Sume? Why do you think she could help? Her ability to destroy her opponents in Shinogi Chess has been clear from the day she started competing. No wonder that she was officially ranked as a candidate master. If anyone was to help our cause by playing, she'd be the most qualified. But I only chose her because we didn't have you. For 5 years I waited for the stars to align. For Kana to bring that message to you and return to me as champion of the Wings of Eden. Himiko, not only do you have a unique gift, but the determination to carry on in even the worst of times. When this fight started picking up, I had no choice but to search for alternatives. Regardless of her qualifications, I would have preferred you. But why? Why do you need someone to play Shinogi Chess? I thought you left that strategy behind when Kana took control of the initiative to resist the game by the books. There's more to fighting than through Shinogi Chess than simply challenging the head governor and demanding that things change. In order to advance our more delicate operations, we need subtlety. It requires us to play by the rules of the world we live in. For example, how is it that we are able to locate the exact cargo train carrying what we needed for our infiltration? That was her. They're behind the bombing that killed a dozen people last week. It's because one of our operatives received a reward after battling a member of the Tweepo's staff. That reward was information. So that's it. They're still using Shinogi Chess to further their agenda by gathering intel on their next target. That's how they've been able to coordinate so many attacks across the city. And now that you're here, that duty will fall on your shoulders. Oh, goody. I'm not sure if I can do that. Have some faith in yourself, Himiko. With right preparation, you'll play better than any of our veterans. I took a risk granting that power to Sume and thinking that she might feel some sympathy for our cause down the road. Considering that you bested her last week, even without an advantage, confirmed me that you were the one we needed. So it's true. You have another one of those machines. My technicians replicated the work they achieved back in the initiative days. It's right here in the warehouse. How many times have you used it? How many people have you been through your procedure? Less than you would think. Answer the question, how many? Wow, such a fiery spirit. You truly are my daughter, aren't you? This passion is what will win us the war. As far as I know, besides you, only 2 others have been through the process. Tsume Kiyoshi and myself. Yuko has the power too? I guess I shouldn't be surprised. But if you have the capability to hand out that advantage whenever you want, why didn't you have more operatives enter the machine? What you went through 5 years ago, it was horrible. I shouldn't have done that to you, but my desperation got the better of me. In those early days, it was known that the procedure could mess with your mind in potentially damaging ways. It was dangerous, and I was a fool for putting my child through that. After seeing what it did to you, I swore to myself that I'd never make anyone else suffer through that accursed machine. When the war against the government raged on, I knew that I couldn't let my personal feelings get in the way of victory. I commissioned a new machine with stronger safety measures. Subjected myself to the torment you faced all those years ago. I survived the deployment, but my place was here. I've always felt that I had to lead my soldiers, not waste my time in Shinogi Chess. You proved that it worked and never used it again? My time as a mother made me incapable of harming my own followers for any purpose. I understand now that my duty is to protect. Every single one of them is like a child to me. I care too much to let them suffer. But you don't care enough to stop sending them into battle, right? Every decision I've made weighs heavily on my heart, but I do it for the good of the cause. Why do you think I made them wear helmets, Himiko? It's so that I don't have to see their faces. I don't feel the same attachment I did when I led the Typhoon Initiative. That's cruel. If I was a better leader, maybe I wouldn't struggle so much with this fight. These feelings have eaten away at me for longer than I can remember. I don't care about Tsume, I never have. She was just a means to an end. That's why it didn't bother me to subject her to the immense pain and potentially ruin her mind permanently. Hey, yeah. She's willing to bring Tsume to harm, but not her own soldiers? It's good that Yuko has some sort of moral code that she follows, but it's not enough to stop her from terrorizing innocent people. This is insane. What am I even doing here? Excuse me, ma'am. Urgent correspondence to the Associates. Is that so? Very well. I'll be there shortly. Ma'am. My apologies, Himiko. I have to take care of this. In the meantime, I'd like you to get acquainted with things here before I prep you on the details. Kana, are you there? Please show Himiko to the war room. Kana? Oh. Yes, I'm positively excited to do that. What are you doing here? I see you two will have a lot to discuss. I'll leave you to it, then. We knew that was coming. Alright, what are you playing at? I should be asking you the same thing. How did you find this place? Same way you did. The archived documents in the investigation club room pointed to Automata's warehouses. Looks like my guess was correct. Kana did steal the documents they were looking for last week. This whole time you pretended like you had no clue where Yuko was, but you had already figured it out. Not that I expected you to trust me with that information, but I still feel betrayed somehow. That's where it's coming from the person who deceived the club for years. Taste your own medicine, then? This isn't about me. I want to know why you're here. Thought you hated the rebellion. You did everything in your power to destroy the initiative, so why are you suddenly on our side now? I'm not entirely sure myself. I can't say I like how my mother has been fighting back these past 5 years. In order for things to change, I first need to understand how she thinks and attempts to make a difference in this very group. Maybe this could be the way to change the world. Maybe it's all just a drop in the bucket when it comes to the resistance. Guess I just don't know how far I'm willing to go for the outcome I want. Yuka believes that you're fully devoted to her cause, even if you're hesitant to go to such extreme measures. What would you think if she heard you talking like that? Are you threatening me? I'm really pointing out the inconsistency in your ideology. She won't trust you until you've proven yourself. As for me, I don't care what you're trying to get out of this. I just don't want you to ruin anything. Yuko and I have finally reunited after all this time. I don't think I need to repeat myself about how important this is for me. For 5 long years, I was finally able to ask her what she truly meant for me to become after the day she left. Do you want to know what her answer was? She said she hoped that I would succeed where she failed. She hoped that I would form the next generation of the rebellion. Now that the initiative is finished, it's time to move on and join the real fight alongside her. I can't claim to know how she truly feels. It's clear that something changed within her when she formed the Wings of Eden. Whether it was doubt, regret, or simply impatience, it seems like she'll stop at nothing to remove Shinogi Chess from this world. It goes even further than that. That's the part I don't fully understand. The advancement of technology seems to be some sort of threat in her eyes. You know what she's all about? Do you know what she's on about? I'm not sure. Been here a few days and she hasn't told me the details, but you're right about one thing. This isn't the Yuko I knew 5 years ago. And that scares me. Looks like she's coming back now. Ah, I see the two of you have worked things out. That is truly remarkable. After so long, we've all been reunited. We can finally become a true family. This is what Yuko hoped for all this time. Her two daughters are finally working together. Change the world. Are you really sure it's a good idea to accept Himiko? She's the one that opposed me during the Spring Championships. She didn't know any better at the time, is that right? Isn't that right? The procedure must have messed with your memories. I don't blame you for not remembering Kana or the spirit of the fight, she continued. When I spoke to Himiko the other week, we came to an understanding. We all want the same thing, don't we? I suppose so. The initiative is in the past. We're stronger together. It's time for us to fight the evils of this world as a team. Before I agree to anything, I'd still like to know more about your plans. What is this group going to do now? Straight to it, I see. I like that. Give me a moment, I'll give you the full rundown. Currently, the Wings of Eden has its attention split across 3 different fronts. The first, as you may have heard from my militia, has to do with the East Zone Associates. Huh? Aren't they a legal firm? Someone's done their homework. You're correct. It's the same group that helped me escape prison after I was arrested. They were one of our most valuable connections during the days of the Typhoon Initiative. Ooh, hello. Sometimes members of our group would be picked up by police and questioned for information. They faced unjust sentencing and biased direct decisions from the judge and the jury. Couldn't sustain the organization with that sort of loss. That's why we paid the associates to defend our members in court. Even though we were criminals, they stood by us. They continued their service after I started to leave what was left of the group. Even helped our allies, too. I remember Kaide telling me they helped Tomiko after her outburst on stage. This is all starting to make sense. But now they refuse to assist suspected members of the Wings of Eden. It's a complete betrayal. Did they provide a reason? They see us as too extreme to defend. They claim it would hurt their public image and lead to complications with their other clients. Many people in this city hate the resistance with a burning passion. If they were to learn that their associates defend extremists, they wouldn't want to get anywhere near them. The second war we wage is against other resistance groups who intend to seize control of our territory. The one that poses the biggest threat to us is a splinter cell of the old initiative. They want to be the ones in control. Rebellion groups are fighting amongst themselves, too. We're not in total agreement like you might think. The group we're facing believes that our goals stretch too far beyond Shinogi Chess. I'll spare you the details, but suffice it to say, we've had more than a few run-ins with these people. They're determined to eliminate us. Finally, our group continues to gather resources for our plan to turn the government's automated weapons against them. The machine we recovered for the cargo trade will be vital for that operation. It's currently sitting in secondary storage room. That's why he orchestrated that attack. Why is the machine so important? I don't think you'd understand if I tried to explain it right now. Some other time, perhaps. Kana? More pressing concern is the fact that we don't have anyone on our side who can operate the device. We could attempt to reverse engineer it, but it would take far too long for our timetable. That's why we've been searching for help. This machine is critical to our plans, and it's imperative that I understand what it does. For now, though, I'll just have to remain patient. That's the last piece of the puzzle. Once we're able to use the machine, we'll have everything we need to begin our siege. With the full force of the Wings of Eden at my disposal, we'll storm the control center and use their system to command thousands of machines. I believe you both know what happens next. To break the resistance to the chains this world has suffered for so long, could it really be that simple? Unfortunately, I've got other matters to attend to. Both of you should report to my advisors and get started on some tasks. Tomorrow we'll reconvene and discuss something of importance. That'll be your time to shine, Himiko. What does she mean by that? She means chess. I'm just so proud of you two. I'm proud that I could be a mother to both of you. And now that we're all back together, I have high hopes for what comes next. This time, we will emerge victorious. This I swear to you. The pieces have aligned and the advantage has swung in our favor. What's left to do is make our move. Kana, what is it you're trying to tell me? The rest of my time at the warehouse was spent quietly listening to Yuko's supporters as they explained logistics to us. They had Kana and I moving crates around and checking firearms. Meaningless tasks, I imagine, but it kept us occupied. Didn't see my mother again, and I didn't get a chance to peek into the other building where that machine was. Still, I'm glad that I showed up today. It will take time. The more involved I become with her group, the more I'll be able to learn about her operation. Only problem is that I'm still unsure whether I truly wish to stop her plan. Something within me is confused. I suppose for now I should simply focus on surviving whatever Yuko has in store for me. Oh, hi, Chess. This is a place. I skipped classes today, but I arrived in time for the club meeting. Looks like no one showed up, though. Can't say I blame them. After everything I said to them last time, must have torn the club apart. Done feeling sorry for yourself? Hi, Kana. Kana, did you follow me here? It's my duty to attend every meeting, Himiko. But you missed the last one. Looks like we're alone. You know, they must be sick of your two-faced crap. I don't know if things can ever return to the way they were. Yeah, it ain't happening. Oh, stop wallowing in self-pity. I was joking. The meeting was called off today because neither of us were here this morning. There was an announcement on Daisuke Daily. Oh. Why couldn't they run it without us? You're the Shinogi Chess Club president now, remember? In case you haven't forgotten, I'm the vice president. Even within these walls, it seems we're fated to work together. As a club president, I get to decide what events we participate in and the scheduling of our meetings. Guess I've already let them down. It didn't take long. I'm gonna go listen. You're gonna do just fine. Isn't this what you wanted? You have the power to direct the club however you see fit. All it takes to cement your leadership is to regain their trust. Now, we've had our differences these past few months, but is anyone that can accomplish that? It's our school's resident sociopath, Himiko Misaki. Yeah. Thanks? Maybe that was her strange way of cheering me up. I guess I can appreciate the sentiment. Your charming insult reminded me of something. How is it you're able to move freely to Yuko's warehouse without getting caught? I thought that Calvin Cross had a restrictive surveillance routine set up for you. Oh, that? The investigation surrounding Sume last week actually pulled most of the attention away from me. With less officers on the job, I found ways to evade their cameras. I can come and go when I please, even to this school. Well, as long as you're here, I'd like to ask about the device Yuko mentioned today. You said it was vital to the operation. Right. It's been worrying me too. I always thought she believed in freedom without excessive violence, but this plan to override the machine's behavior, it's terrifying. Can't say I know much about what's in the other warehouse, but I have a pretty solid guess. I expect that it's something equivalent to a fake drone. A fake drone? That's right. At least it's something that can receive command signals as if it were a real drone. You know anything about how the security drones actually verify the source of a signal? You know that a server-side key is necessary. It's like what Mr. Takasi told me about. It's a critical aspect of the transport layer security handshake performed between the remote device and the control server. Whoa, slow down there, nerd. How'd you learn such sophisticated concepts? It's not important. What's the deal with this machine, then? Well, since you might know that the control center doesn't store the server-side key, Wings of Eden will have to procure one themselves. The assault is to go as planned. Yuko needs to get her hands on this code. There's no other way to send a valid signal out. How exactly would a fake drone help with that? Huh? I thought you'd easily figure it out since you knew all those fancy terms. Well, if I must explain it. One way to acquire the token is to store it when the server sends a command signal. The control center is sending out messages all the time, but only SSI-authorized requests are able to decrypt the information. You could try hacking into a security drone, but that's going to be extremely difficult and time-consuming. You take threats like that seriously. That's why a device which could receive those messages and act as a stand-in drone could be programmed to grab the server-side key. Ah, okay. Spoof the drone and take the key for yourself. Makes sense. From the server's perspective, it might look safe to connect to, but in reality, malicious code could steal this critical secret and expose it to Yuko. It's... something like a man-in-the-middle attack, but without needing to pass the server's information to an external entity. Yes, man-in-the-middle. Without needing to pass the server's information to an external entity, you just become the external entity. You spoof the external entity. You spoof the slave unit, and you intercept the information. Yeah. Interesting. So if my mother finds someone who can use this machine, they'll have everything they need to send a fake signal through the control center. I see why this device is so important now, but how can you be so sure that's really what it was built for? I've been hearing a few rumors during my time at the warehouse which suggested, but more to the point. The train they attacked was traveling from a government facility. I believe this fake drone is some sort of prototype or testing box. In other words, it was meant for internal use only, probably for assessment. Acquiring it was nothing short of a miracle. And do you really agree with this whole point? You said earlier that it was terrifying, and I'm beginning to see why. If the Wings of Eden are able to pull this off, it'll be Japan's biggest massacre in recent history. That much I'm sure you figured out for yourself. If the government refuses to cooperate, whose hold of the country could last for months. Then do you want to do something about it? Are you talking about sabotage? You can't just sit by while thousands are killed. At this rate, going to the police would mean jail for both of us. Not out to betray the one person who took care of me after my parents were killed. I can't do that. Kana. You said yourself that Yuko had changed. She wasn't the same person you knew all these years ago. Yeah, but maybe that's just because it's been hard for her. She lost everything the day the special assault stormed our base. Maybe all it'll take for her to see some reason is to realize that we're still here, supporting her ideals. Do whatever you'd like, but leave me out of it. Yes, leave it all to me, Kana. Why should I care that thousands of people lose their lives? They mean nothing to me. What I truly care about is the end of this petty resistance. Maybe it doesn't have to end too soon. After all, I could easily piggyback off this insane plan and turn towards my advantage. The world would have to listen to me, right? Oh boy. I'll just have to wait until Yuko's operations are in a way that I'll end her from her life myself. That way I'll be the one calling the shots at the Wings of Eden. Wow, we have gone very... I'll be the one in control. With the group at my fingertips, I'll doom them all. Eliminate every last parasite that dares to stare against me. Himiko. Oh, what am I thinking? Can't the people get killed? Why would I even want that? You fool. I've grown tired of this. You wanted power, right? You want to be at the forefront of history, calling the shots and making a difference. This is how we'll achieve it. You want to change the world, but not by ending Shinogi Chess. We'll change the world by putting these traitors in their rightful place. We'll change the world by destroying their hopes and creating a secure society that's free of terrorism. We'll change the world by enforcing complete military control across all of Japan. So that no one will have to suffer at the hands of extremists ever again. Well. Okay, Merkaba. Next day. Listen up, everyone. Today we'll be receiving a very important guest. I want you all to be on your best behavior. I skipped school again in order to keep up appearances at the warehouse. Yuko said that she needed me here today. I wonder if this announcement is related somehow. As you may have heard, our friends in the East Zone Associates will be paying us a visit today. I shouldn't have to remind you all how crucial it is that we accommodate them during their stay. Of course, ma'am. We go for minimal security on the main building. We don't want to scare anyone with a display of force. Today's mission is all about diplomacy. That means no aggression and no hasty decisions. The support team should remain attentive, and the assault team should prepare for the next operation. I'll be expecting a report on the mission status soon. Himiko and Kana, follow me. You two will wait here while I accept our guest. What's the purpose of this meeting? Are you trying to convince him to help the Wings of Eden? Something like that. For now, I'd like you two to watch carefully how I conduct the negotiations. It's a valuable skill. Sounds good to me. I've dealt with those people before. Right. We're the ones in control here, so there's no need to worry. Alright, I'll be back shortly. We've got no idea what she expects us to do through all this. It has to be more than a simple lesson. If the associates are coming here to discuss terms, this might already be a complicated situation. Judging by the look of that room, I have a feeling I know where this could be headed. Lady? Naomi, it's good to see you. Likewise, I think. Your journey was safe, then. No interruptions. I wasn't followed, if that's what you mean. Excellent. Why don't we talk inside, then? You know why I'm here. There's no changing my mind. Oh, there's no need to deal in absolutes. Only a Sith, isn't it? You should at least express your terms properly over tea. It's a waste of time. My team can't help you. And why bother coming at all? I know how you are, Yuko. You're stubborn. You won't take no for an answer. That's why I visited you personally, to make things clear. Wings of Eden is a name that carries too much weight for most prosecutors to stomach. The amount of fear surrounding your group is already overwhelming. If they even knew I spoke to you, I'd be in trouble. I see. If that's the case, can you at least recommend a course of action? We're lost without you. I don't know why I bother. But sure. I guess it can't hurt. Please, follow me. Negotiation. Oh, is this the welcoming party? This is my daughter, Himiko, and my friend's daughter, Kana. Your daughter? Yes, this is Naomi Saito. Two of us have known each other for quite some time now. It's a pleasure to meet you. Though I can't say I like the idea of kids your age hanging out in a place like this. It's nice to meet you too. Though we should probably get out of your way now. I don't think we'll be much help here. Not so fast, Himiko. I'll need you for something. What is this? Some sort of trap? Something like that. Himiko is simply skilled at what she does, and I'll be expecting her to participate in what comes next. I should have figured. It's always something with you. You don't need advice, do you? You're just trying to pull me to some different scheme of yours. You refused to help one of our members in a time of need, and I accept that. However, I'd like you to reconsider our arrangement. And what could you possibly offer me at this point that you haven't already? A challenge. Can't be. She wants me to. You will play against my daughter in Shinogi Chess. If you win, we won't contact you again and you're free to fight with the clients. And if you lose, we'll go back to our original agreement and the Wings of Eden will pay you handsomely for your services. Either way, we won't press the issue any further. It's a win-win for you, Nami. This is a joke. You want me to face her? Yes. I think you'll be quite surprised at her skill level. Ha! Is that so? And what if I just want to walk away from all this? You're free to do so. However, you should expect many more requests from us in the near future. Typical. So you're going to pester me until I play this game, is that right? That's right. We won't back down until this horrid game is abolished from our society. Is that what you've been teaching them? Honestly, I expected better from you. Don't you think it's a little ironic to be demanding Shinogi chess matches and you're trying to get rid of this exact scenario? It almost seems like Yuko doesn't even care about Shinogi chess anymore. Based on what she said earlier, it seems like the fight has long since extended past the game. I don't think the public knows it yet. Just a means to an end, Naomi. Regardless, that is our proposition. Won't waste any more of your time, so the choice is up to you now. This is ridiculous. If it means the end of this pointless debate, I'll gladly prove myself. I'll play one round, that's it. After I win, never want to see you again. I don't want any part of this. Excellent. I knew you'd see reason eventually. I'm using a board layout variant for this match. Please, take a seat over there while I prep our representative. Oh boy. Hey kid, don't listen to your mom, okay? Something isn't right with her. You shouldn't be here. You don't understand. Yeah, that's right. We're positively certain this world will only change through her guidance. Even if that was true, how are you so sure her world is better than the one we live in now? Think it over carefully. That's all I ask. Okay, this is it. She's agreed to the match, and now it's all on you. Hold on, you didn't tell me this was going to happen? As warrior of the Wings of Eden, you'll be expected to adapt to any situation. This is an excellent test of your wit. A test? Already? I don't understand. This is what the Wings of Eden have been doing for the past several years. You've just been bullying people into submission in order to gain support for your cause. Naomi has every right to turn us down, Himiko. We're not forcing her to play. Listen, I know what she believes in. She was a stellar chess player back in the day, and she still follows the culture closely. When she saw members of the Initiative facing extreme circumstances, she felt sympathy for our cause. You've seen what this game can do to people, right? Those that blindly follow the government's propaganda start to believe that Shinogi Chess is one thing that separates the worthy from the unworthy. She's one of those people. She believes her skill in the game makes her different from us. Better than us. That's why I set up this match. She was bound to underestimate you, especially when you didn't even know the game was happening. When she loses, she'll finally understand that this game can decide our fate. We'll use our sympathy to our advantage, and show her that her way of thinking can backfire in situations like these. It's the only way people like her can understand our cause. you're the perfect candidate to undertake this mission. No one could possibly suspect that you would hold such a power, right? That is your advantage. That's how you'd win. But if you truly feel like you can't help us this time, I'll understand. Kana could easily take your place. Yeah, I'm sure that she'd perform brilliantly. Yeah, I'll gladly play. So, what's it gonna be? I won't try to influence your decision this time. Mother, how pathetic. You knew all along that I'd be trapped here. This isn't a choice at all. I want to keep acting. I believe in her cause I have to play. There's no other way. And if I can't hurt too much, right? If I win, it just means some members will receive legal help. It's not going to break the Wings of Eden, so it should be fine to keep up appearances for now. Alright, I'll do it. You should have told me ahead of time. Ah, I understand. I'm sorry, Himiko. I'll try to do better next time. Huh, this should be entertaining to watch. Sorry, Kana. I'll need you to get acquainted with our inventory for now. I'll check up on you and see it. Himiko, you should head back inside and get ready for this game. There's one last thing you should keep in mind. You have a gift. A special ability that can turn the tide of the entire game through a single calculated mistake. This isn't a school competition. There's no reason to hold back. You should feel free to use your power for the good of the cause. Ominous. And so it begins again. I'll have to play Shinogi Chess. This time I'm fighting on my mother's behalf. I never thought it would come to this, but I must do it if I want to stay in the Wings of Eden. As much as it pains me to do so, I have to listen to Yuko's orders while I think about ways to influence her decisions. Maybe my very presence is already starting to take effect on her. She offered me a choice, even if it wasn't much of a choice at all. That could be a step in the right direction. Maybe it'll all fall apart when she sees me as nothing more than a pawn in her grand strategy. Still, I have to hold on to this hope that for as long as I can, I can make even one mistake, it could prove disastrous for the entire prefecture. Alright, here we go. Excellent, I think we're ready to begin. This is it. Playing a match for the Wings of Eden, the group I swore to eliminate. It's tough to even think about it, but if this is what must be done to quell the violence, we must press on. You know, this is quite a shame. You're all following her orders so carefully, and for what? So you can get arrested and left to rot in prison? Explain yourself. What caused this argument in the first place? What could you possibly do for us? Your mom didn't tell you. That's too bad. Looks like you'll just have to trust her. You can do that, right? Please, I just want to know what this is all for. Well, if that's the case, I'll gladly tell you. One of your people is in deep trouble with the police and has no real defense in the upcoming investigation. What's more is, she's a student. People really have no bounds, do you? You can't be indoctrinating children into your war, it's not right. A student? Who's affiliated with the Wings of Eden and in legal trouble? Talking about Sue Kyoshi. The specific case is not relevant to the game. This match is about the Associate's continued service to our cause. Ah, so you know her. One of your classmates or something? I crushed her spirit in the previous game. Can't believe this. And after everything that happened, Yuko is still trying to protect Sume from getting in trouble. What could that mean? Does she still expect something from her? Does she want Sue to play the matches for her too? I suppose that's it then. I've expressed my concerns, and it's clear you have no intention of changing your ways. Let's get this match over with so I can get as far away from your people as I can. Mind your tongue, Naomi. You have no idea what's going on here. I call the shots, and everyone believes in the freedom we deserve. Is that what you tell yourself in order to sleep at night? You know, I'm not sure why I even bothered listening to you all those years ago. You're full of crap. Doesn't matter what either of you believe in. You both have a role to play in this dangerous game. Whoever's stronger will have a chance to enact their will on the world, right? If you truly believe that the world is fine the way it is, then you'll prove it by winning against us. You can show us that Shinogi Chess is here to stay. Interesting. Seems I may have underestimated you, Himiko. But there's still one thing you have yet to understand. People in this warehouse don't play by the rules. This match means nothing to them. It's a ruse. Just a way to pretend like their cause and just and influence the public opinion. But we're the only ones here. Who's it for then? Me? You? When push comes to shove, they'll betray you, just like everyone else they discarded these past few years. I've seen it all before, and it'll happen again. When it does, you'll all be back to square one. It'll have meant nothing to the people in power. That's not true. Are you ready to play? I thought you'd never ask. We'll play one round. You already know the stakes. Let's set up the board and finish this. It can't hurt to try and go to bat for Sume. Interesting that Yuko is actively going to bat for Sume, though. Oh, is this a new variation? Yeah, we can now jump over that. Hello, you're moving. You're gonna split now. No, you are cooking. Precisely what you're cooking remains to be seen. I'm gonna eat a rook, but... Wait, what'd you just move? For realsies? Alright. Make sure you can't just ranged attack me without moving. This is going to be a dangerous trade if you take it. Yeah, shoot.
Capture.
All right, we'll move that forward. Made progress. This should bode well for the match ahead. Interesting. Your playstyle truly does remind me of someone I faced in this game a long time ago. And she's standing in this very room. Keep your mind on the game, Naomi. Apologies, I'm merely trying to compliment your daughter on her incredible strategies. Did you teach her everything you know? Not everything. I learned Shinogi Chess on my own. That's impressive. I can see why you have so much faith in her. This match is about the survival of the Wings of Eden. You must understand how important it is. Right. That's why I'm confused. But as good as you are, Himiko, your mother is far more experienced in this game. Wonder why she didn't want to participate in this crucial match. Maybe it's because pompous amateur players aren't worth my full attention. Ah, there's that Masaki Himo we've all come to love. If you don't mind, let's just continue the game. I'll work at no play, I see. Very well. I mean, bonk. Well, okay, well, shit. Very good then. Let's see what we can do here.
Capture.
Excellent. Now we're getting somewhere. It's making progress. I should be careful about her tactics going forward. Quick, in your boots yet? Oh, I don't have boots. Oh, no need to yell. You can tell this is frustrating for you. Would you like to forfeit now? Need to keep my cool. Investigation hinges on this match. Make your move, Himiko. I'm just getting started. Oh, shit. Why'd I do that? Wasted move. Let's see what you're gunning for. Oh, they're sweaty.
Capture.
I mean, I'll take it. We need to start making moves. Everything is lining up my favor now. I can see the path to victory. Huh. I can see you're enjoying the moment over there. Your confidence is admirable, but it won't last long. You of all people should know that it's not over until the very last move. What do you mean by that? Your mother clawed her way back from an impossible situation. Her followers of the initiative were massacred, and she kept on going. She's been a thorn in the side of the Japanese government for years now. Just because she's stubborn, it doesn't make her invincible. That's because people on the other side of her fight have just as much determination as her, whether she wants to believe it or not. Thought you sympathized with our cause. Oh, I do. I'm just not foolish to believe this is the right way to go about it. Innocent people have died, Yuko. It was never like this in the past. Things have changed. Aichi Prefecture has resisted every effort to improve the situation in Zone 8. They continue to drive civilians to homelessness, and they've killed countless fighters on our side, too. And when will it end? When every single person in this city is dead. It'll end when somebody wins. I see. In that case, I won't try to stop you. As you said, Himiko, the stronger side will come out on top at the end. So for now, all I can do is play my role as a defense attorney. I can defend those that need representation, so long as they're willing to respect my decisions. Respect the outcome of this match. Ah, sure. Make your next move, Naomi. Let's finish this. What is our path through this here?
Check.
Hmm. I wonder what you could be. Oh, wow. You were faking me out. All right. Pawn. Hmm. Shit, that was actually a good play. All right. Works for you. Hmm. Oh, hi.
Check.
Well, that's, We'll just keep playing on.
Check. Check.
I mean, all right.
Check.
Okay. How do we come back from this?
Check.
You're moving. Hmm.
Check.
We're pushing. Oh, hi. Cheeky bugger. Hmm.
Check.
Hmm.
Check. Check.
All right, coming for you. Hmm. Just the point where I finally get baited into it.
Checkmate.
We can get a little, quite a little superpowers in our own right. Jay was tough though. That was our toughest match yet. Huh? Can't believe it. A kid actually bested me. It was foolish of you to underestimate new Naomi Saito. She's not even given the eyes. I'll go to any length to get what I want, even if it means pretending like I'm a part of this pathetic group. You're a failure, Naomi. Wow! She's not even... She's full eyes out. Full personalities merged now. We're in it now. We're in it now. We are in it now.